Good evening. Dr. Brenner, the president of Eurasia Group, Mr. Nakanishi, chairman of Keidanren, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first congratulate Eurasia Group on this year's GZERO Summit. Look at the incredible group of people here. I feel honored to be with you all today. There is an old saying, great minds think alike. But I would like to offer an alternative. Great minds need not always think alike. That's why today we came together to share ideas on many different and difficult issues. Today's summit gave us an opportunity to have meaningful conversations about geopolitics, geoeconomics, and geotechnology, all in a changing world. The world in 2018 is far from simple. The phrase GZERO World, coined by Dr. Ian Bremmer and Eurasia Group's Risk for 2018, capture this complexity very well. What exactly are the challenges that stand out for Japan now in such a world? Well, we are facing North Korea's nuclear and missile development. We are witnessing attempts to change the status quo economically and militarily. We see the rise of populism, and we are struggling with the decline of multilateralism. The world is sliding into a power vacuum, so all the more, Japan must play a larger role in global affairs. Japan must lead the efforts to ensure a rule-based international order. Prime Minister Abe won re-election last month, paving the way for up to 3 more years in office. His continuous leadership provides Japan with more stable and reliable governance. Political stability assures us that Japan can turn its attention to bold leadership as we navigate a turbulent sea of risks. Today, I would like to talk about how Japan views these risks and the role that Japan must play to stabilize a shaky international order. On the trade front, it is no secret that protectionism is on the rise. We see protectionism taking root even in countries that have benefited from free trade. Protectionism fashions itself around fear and is a backlash to the ideals of globalism. Let me be clear. Tit-for-tat trade wars make us all worse off. Any trade measures must be consistent with WTO rules. Japan was among the first countries to achieve remarkable growth through international trade. That is why we feel strongly about maintaining and reinforcing the existing multilateral trading system. We expect TPP-11 and Japan-EU EPA to enter into force soon, and we will try to connect TPP-11 and the EU trade system to create an enormous trade regime to bring back the United States to multilateralism. I believe it is not an exaggeration to say that we live in a world of disruption. The security environment surrounding Japan is very tough. The Japan-US alliance and US forces in East Asia thus play an ever more pivotal role in preserving peace and stability in the region. One of our biggest security challenges is North Korea with its nuclear and missile programs. As Chairman Kim Jong-un pledged to President Trump in Singapore, North Korea needs to follow through on its commitment to complete denuclearization. We certainly have a lot of work to do with the international community to make sure this happens fully and expeditiously. I must mention China here. How we can work with China to tackle the North Korean and other issues is important for the region and the world. China, the second largest economy of the world, is expected to play an even larger role in the world. Japan looks forward to engaging more with China so that their power better serves to maintain and enhance regional security and to make progress on other agenda items such as climate change as well as sustainable socio-economic development. And it doesn't stop there. Beyond its immediate neighbors, Japan has been talking up the vision for a free and open Indo-Pacific. Japan, together with like-minded countries, wants to make the Indo-Pacific an international public good for everyone, which brings stability and prosperity. There are three pillars of our efforts. First, to promote the fundamental principles such as rule of law, freedom of navigation, and free trade. Second, to pursue economic prosperity by improving connectivity in a way that transcends borders. Developing quality infrastructure that meets international standards is crucial. And third, to preserve peace and stability. We are increasingly focused on enhancing maritime law enforcement capabilities, anti-piracy measures, and disaster response. Japan cannot do all of this alone. We must cooperate with like-minded countries, the United States, Australia, New Zealand, India, ASEAN countries, the UK, and France, and any other countries who share our visions. There are some newer risks, such as malicious actors in cyberspace, as well as space debris and the development of counter-space capabilities in outer space. Among these new risks, I would like to point out lethal autonomous weapons system. Let me repeat, lethal autonomous weapons system, or LAWS. Yes, you have seen a type of it in the movie, The Terminator. It is a weapon controlled by AI, artificial intelligence. If you have read Michael Crichton's Prey, you also encountered a bee-like machine. There has been a global debate on how to regulate or ban LAWS. For countries like Japan that has a shrinking populations, LAWS may be a gospel. LAWS might replace human soldiers. LAWS could be manufactured with very low cost and help bring down defense budget. LAWS could increase precision and limit civilian casualties. LAWS, however, could easily lower the threshold to begin a war. LAWS could be used in an ethical way as machines do not need to rest. Artificial intelligence make mistakes, sometimes big mistakes. And laws always come with the Terminator question. Artificial intelligence might start killing human beings autonomously. State with more advanced artificial intelligence technology might never lose a war against technologically inferior states. Millions of low-cost laws could dominate guerrillas in the jungle. Terrorist group may be able to get hold of capabilities for laws production and use this technology for assassination, explosions, and threats. Some countries, however, have already invested heavily in laws and will not stop what they have started. It is too late to ban them altogether. Just like gunpowder, aircraft, and nuclear weapon, laws could be a game changer. So we, human beings, must come together to set the rules for laws and must consider establishing a verification mechanism. The question is, are we wise enough to do that? So ladies and gentlemen, we live in a time when Japan and the international community must take on greater responsibility to maintain the existing global order. I sincerely hope that discussions here will provide valuable insights and guidance for our common future. Thank you very much.